Welcome. In this video, I will quickly explain what you have to do after setting up your LENOVO IdeaPad Slim 3 Chromebook. So once you got your device fully set up, make sure that you installed all the required updates. To do that, open the control center on your computer by clicking the clock icon in the bottom right corner of the screen, then go to settings by clicking the gear icon, and once you are here, scroll down all the way to about Chrome OS section. Here, click check for updates or install once if you already have them here, and then restart your computer, and also check the firmware updates in the respective menu on the same page. Okay. Number 1 checked. Now let's adjust the touchpad settings, which we can do by simply going to device on the sidebar, checking the touchpad, and here you can adjust the most essential settings, like you can enable or disable reverse scrolling, which might be confusing for some users, so I recommend disabling it if you are used to PC version of scrolling. You can also adjust the touchpad speed and see how you can see the alternatives to right click available in Chrome OS. And once you're done here, let's adjust our wallpaper and style. So first of all, let's get back to device settings and go back to display. Now here you can enable the night light mode if you like it this way. You can adjust the temperature for it, but of course it's absolutely optional. And the most important things are located in wallpaper and style menu. Here you can set your wallpaper and style. You can you can set the accent colors so that your system looks more monolith and doesn't look like a circus where you don't know what you want to open and where to find anything. Also, you can set your wallpaper here, and you can adjust the mode for your system choosing light, dark, or auto mode. Also check out the wallpaper options. There are some pretty cool ones, especially the most recent ones. After you do that, let's go to connected devices and set up our Android phone so we can use it seamlessly with this laptop. So grab your Android smartphone and then click setup right here. All you have to do is select a device. If you don't see your smartphone on the list, make sure that your Android smartphone has the same Google account linked to it that you used to set up your Chromebook. After selecting your smartphone, enter your PIN code, the PIN code to your computer, and then click Done. Now make sure that both your devices are connected to the same Wi-Fi network, and make sure that it's a strong one. And also make sure that they both have their Bluetooth turned on, and then you'll be able to access all of these cool features that you can do when you have your smartphone around. Okay. After that, let's connect our Bluetooth device. I'm pretty sure you either have a Bluetooth headphones or Bluetooth mouse, and right now I'm gonna show you how to connect them to your computer. So what you have to do is turn on your Bluetooth device and put it into pairing mode. To check how to do that, you have to check your device's manual. But basically what you're looking for is the blinking LED light on your Bluetooth device. Once you achieve that, simply go to your Bluetooth settings, make sure to turn it on, and pair new device. Select your Bluetooth device, and now you have it connected to your PC. So we're done here, and the next step is checking out the Google web browser. Here you'll be able to select your preferable search engine. Now it's up to you, but once you selected it, let's go to Google Web Store and find your favorite extensions here. So whatever you're using. Ad blocker, maybe you are using some VPNs, maybe you have some specific extensions for some specific websites. You can easily find them here and install them easily. Now the same thing with Google Play Store. Open the launcher in the bottom left corner of your screen, go to Google Play Store, find all the applications you need for work or for your recreation, and download them simply by selecting an app or searching for it, and then selecting an app, and then click install to install this application on your computer. Oh, my theme has changed. And yeah, that's pretty obvious, so I'm not going to be stopping here. Now the next step is kind of more interesting one, since it's setting up a Linux environment. And I know what you might be thinking. You're not a Linux developer. Well, neither am I, but still, setting up Linux environment is actually very useful if you want to install some work applications that aren't on the Google Play Store. And some of them might be very useful for you. For example, the one I'm going to be installing in this video. But let's not get ahead of the time. Let's first open settings, go to About Chrome OS section, then click Setup next to Linux Development Environment. Next, then select username by entering your name here. No spacings. And then you can select the disk size, either go with the recommended one or increase it if you have some big plans for this development environment. I'm gonna go with recommended one value, and we really need to make sure that we have the stable Wi-Fi connection. My Wi-Fi keeps switching all the time. Okay, now that we have it, let's wait for a few minutes until the Linux gets installed. Okay, and once you see the terminal on your screen, the first instructions we want to give it is sudo. Okay, I'm not sure if you can actually see it well. Sudo apt update, which will update our packages, and so double and sudo apt dist, which stands for distribution dash upgrade, which will update our Linux in general. Just press enter and wait until everything gets installed. At some point we will also have to enter Y letter, which means yes, in order to confirm that we actually want to install all of this. Okay, right now Y, enter, and now wait until it's fully installed. Okay, and yeah, this was a one-time entry, and we won't have to do it the next time we enter our Linux environment. Now what we want to do is install some useful application, and in my case I recommend installing LibreOffice, since it will give you the entire substitute for Windows Office, and it's an open source Office programs. Later you will be able to uninstall them if you don't like them. All you have to do to install this Office is enter sudo apt install LibreOffice, like this. Y, and let's wait until it's installed. Okay, and I think it was installed in less than like 2 minutes. Now if you want to access it, just go to your launcher menu in the bottom left corner of the screen, which doesn't want to show up for me. It shows up whenever I move my mouse from it. It's like hiding. Okay, okay, so now we have the entire LibreOffice installed on our computer. And it's right here in Linux applications. So as you can see, we have like 6 new programs. And by the way, if you want to install GIMP, I'm not sure if you know about GIMP, but it's one of the most popular free Photoshop substitutes. You simply have to enter the previous command but instead of LibreOffice, enter GIMP, and then press enter once again. To reopen this terminal, you have to simply go back to your settings, or no, do not go here. Instead, just open the launcher menu and enter terminal, press enter, and click on the penguin that you have right here. And yeah, and from here you'll be able to enter the commands to install Linux applications on your computer. You can find articles on the internet that will tell you about like billions of useful apps, Linux apps you can install using this terminal. And yeah, enough with it. Now the last thing that I want to show you is that is how to quickly learn shortcuts, or how to quickly find a shortcut for the thing that you want to do in your system. Simply get to know, learn one shortcut, which is Ctrl Launcher S, and it's the shortcut. So it's the shortcut which will get you to the menu of shortcuts, and you will find all the shortcuts that are available within your system. They are also categorized, which is very useful in our situation. And yeah, I think that's the 10th one. So thank you so much for watching this video. If it helps you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.